let's get some shine because it's cold as fuck out here. Your boy Marquis Saint, Mr. Not Perfect, is gonna have to talk about his shame and the blame game after we reign the mind. Oh shit. There's some construction. Setting up some side that it's actually fucking snowing. Crazy shit, bro. This is the world that I live in. I live in a crazy world in Finland and sometimes Thailand and soon to be Thailand. I just posted the ticket. My buddy bought it for me. I finally get to go to Thailand in the November 13th. I get to be free. I don't have to worry anymore about being here and being stuck and all that stuff. I'm actually leaving Finland right before the winter hits, which is amazing because it's hitting right now behind me. If you can't see or hear, Finland is snowing right now. And I'm inside doing the morning motivation to let people know, especially on a snowy, cloudy day, gray day, that I've been trying to shift blame or blame myself way too much. It's a situation that I think we all do in our minds. If you can hear me, what the guys are setting up, all the scaffolding below me. I can't move very far because I'll lose. But I'll stop talking. So, well, it's being loud, but they're hauling stuff back and forth. It's gonna take a minute. You know what I mean? But that's the minute I needed. I needed this minute in the cold and the quiet with my friends to sort my feelings and get the healing that I've been trying to seek with this journey. And that's what this is. It's a journey life is, and I never thought my story would go the way that it has, but it has. And I have so much shame every morning thinking about a lost baby and a lost opportunity is something that still haunts me. And I think that because I still blame myself and still haven't had what's the word that I was looking for? Not remorse. What's it when someone has forgiveness? Forgiveness for this trajectory, for this way that my life is going. And that I think is the hardest part of human condition, is that shifting of blame. And when I've been reading the book, you know, it's a lot about the blame game, and I said shame, I know your name, because we all have something that's not perfect that we don't want anyone to know about. And I think I'm about the only realist person on YouTube to talk about these kind of things. The mind goes. It's not just the superficial of what you see on TV or what you watched in a movie or a music video or a video game or whatever other processed or created content. You know, it's like the real, and that's what I like to give. It's the real, the aito is what they call it, AITO, aito in Finland. It's a real aito here that, you know, people really do care, and I'm not without food, and my friends are buying me tickets to Thailand, and I'm going to fucking the next destination, or literally the day that it starts snowing behind me. It's that fucking cold out here. It's been a fucking 1 degree at night, 0 degrees at night, and my clothes aren't cutting it. It's already starting to go through my jeans. I'm wearing raincoats and polyester shirts, and it's freezing. So it's one of those things that the reality is I am furthest north I've ever been in my life. I am in the northern hemisphere. I am a traveler. I'm about to change the whole side of the planet. Different weather. You're about to see beaches, palm trees, and warm weather. And I'm sure a tan. I'm definitely sure it's going to smile a lot more than the cold. I like being warm over cold. I don't like being cold or freezing. I'd much rather be hot and sweating. Call me a desert rat. Call me a Vegas boy. LVOG right here. Your boy Marquis Saint is used to that. So when I'm walking around and I'm not used to having so much depression, and I thought I used to have a shirt design that said depression survivor, and now I'm like, I have to survive another depression and another almost winter in Finland and another traveling without money and another travel with shame and heartache, and do I bring that to my next relationship? Do I even talk about my history? Do I keep it a mystery? Do I always be honest like I was about my South Korean prison? I was like, would I tell people that? And I thought I would just tell people it, and now I don't want it mentioned at all, kind of thing. I don't like bring the subject up. It's one of the worst parts of my life, and yet I still talk about. Ooh, I still talk about a missing baby and enduring bankruptcies and all the shame and the guilt that it comes with it. I think it's a burden too much to bear. I watch my friends bear broken relationships and broken families and broken opportunities in a time, instead of moving forward and staying creative and staying healthy and staying positive. It's very easy to go back into doing the things that make us our habits, and creating the same fucking patterns as we always have, and holding shame in our hearts and close to our chest, instead of having healing in the same place. It's a thing that I think everyone goes through. It's a human condition to have some kind of shame in their lives, and it's not my favorite word. It's not my favorite feeling. Uh, but it is something that if you look at yourself as a person, you will always look. It's like, do I always take the credit when or do I also get to wear the dunce cap when the shit hits the fan, and it's not all as pretty and cracked up as it seems to be? And that's what I had that dawned on me. And so, I get to wear both hats. I get to be at the pinnacle of traveling and being all the way at the furthest north of the hemisphere, down to Southeast Asia, all the way to the equator. I think it's even below the equator, technically. I'm almost in the Arctic Circle, and to go from the Arctic Circle all the way to Southeast Asia, below the equator, I want to say, to the equator. Let's just say to the equator, from the Arctic Circle to the equator. That's a travel, and you're gonna get to see travel, because I like showing off the awesomeness of life. I like showing off the travel, and I love showing off the rooms and the architecture and the graffiti. But I also want to show off my depression and my blame and my shame, and my character and my mistakes. That's what Saints Addiction was all about. If you were like to show that every time you get on, the person's got a perfect life. Their mental health is clear, and their soul is too. Welcome to a liar. Like, I would call that person a liar, or deluded, or delusional, or faking it. And I just don't want to fake it on my show. I don't want to fake it in my life. I can't fake the cold. The cold doesn't lie to you. Nature doesn't lie to you. It'll kill you real quick. She's a quiet killer. I tell people that, you're out in this beautiful forest, quiet little forest, and what happens? That's why they bring blankets outside. You need blankets on top of your coat. If it's that cold, I have to actually put a blanket on top of my coat, and it actually is snowing, and I actually have my hands fucking cold, and I got tissues in my pocket, and I caught a cold. I've been coughing a lot. I don't want to get my friends sick. Been smoking. Already had the morning motivation and the breakfast. It's one of those things that processing depression again, and to be saying I'm a depression survivor while I'm surrounded by the clouds, and I'm surrounded by the construction, and I'm surrounded by the gray. There's something that we say, it's like being in the Matrix, because all the pastel colors are the same, the same hue of white and gray, and match the terrain, like the blue seals on the top of the roofs. The fucking Matrix. It's all the same color palette, and it's a little bit scary, and everybody's doing the same repetitious things with the same friends and the same places. And I like to get going. I don't know what my future will bring in Thailand. I don't know where I'm staying. I try to get a hold of some friends to say, hey, I'm coming, and he's like, I don't really want to talk to that guy anymore. I was like, okay. So it's like, all right, just show up. And some orders canceled. I'm trying to make as much money as I can with the shirts. I got, at least 600 euros worth of shirts sitting there, and I haven't done anything with them yet. So it's like, I really just want to make a bunch of shirts, get them out there, get people happy, you know what I mean? Build up the brand, keep working on my business, keep working on me, keep working on my self-esteem, keep working on my character, keep working on the way I talk to people, keep working on my temper, and just improve. That's all I got. Just positivity of improving and making my life the way that I want it to be. I woke up this morning, and most of these mornings these guys are hanging out in the fucking cold in the snow, doing windows, and I'm over here chilling, taking my time, waking up, smoking blunts with my friends, smoking Mike Tyson paper wraps, you know, just smoking, eating breakfast, chilling. Nobody's in a rush. I can just sleep on the couch. I go when I want. I get to go see. They wanted to go to the bar last night. I didn't. I had the whole house to myself. I played cold Call of Duty. I was warm. I had a roof over my head. Even though my buddy was at work, I didn't even have to go to his house. I can almost sleep on any couch in Finland. People do that around here. They crash out. You almost have to because you get stuck, you know. The train stops or the bus stops, and then how are you going to get home anyway without like a 50 euro taxi? So anyway, they'd much rather put 10 euros on some beers and hang out together and laugh. And then this is my friends. I become a Finnish man. I made a Finnish breakfast with a hamburger with like kind of like it's a hamburger patty made of, it's like ground beef with rice and a solid bun, like a donut bun, and I put in an extra patty and some cheese, and that was my Finnish breakfast. So, you know, my friends love me here. I'm like this like token black guy. I'm like the extra dude that's from America. His sons love me. You know, they really love me. They put their heads on my shoulders. They fucking wrestle with me. They talk about me like, Mark, get in. Like I'm coming with them in the car. I'm just like, this is super fun. We're live off the 95. This should work. When your dad cried when I was in the summertime and then I had to leave, he started to cry. And I started to cry too. It was the first time, like, as a friendship that we're like really gonna miss each other and much, and honesty, and that's what it's coming down to, is my honesty. And that's what Saints Addiction was all about, being an honest sinner and calling out my shit and calling out my faults and the mistakes. And I'd love to say that I was selling 10,000 shirts a day. I'd love to say that I'm a multi-millionaire. I would love to say that no worries, my life's just happy on the other side. Like people like to pretend my life's just happy on the other side. And I was like, you know, I am a depression survivor. I had to go through homelessness and depression and many things, abortion, just to get to this side. And I want to scream that I love my life again. It was kind of my thing, but I don't feel it in my heart. I'm scared of love, you know, and then I have to tell myself in the morning, every morning, I love you. I love you 10 times. I love you, you know, and make eye contact. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love your hair. I love your beard. I love your skin. I love your muscles. I talk to myself and I get myself into some kind of loving being, one that loves my friends and shows love, making them meals for breakfast or sharing stories or listening more, and what kind of leader I am. Just all about me and my narcissism and just being all up in the conversation. Oh, I know a cousin that does that, or I know somebody, or you know what's better than that story, Mr. One Up. I don't need to have a one cutting in and out, but we'll just do what we gotta do. I'm all the way in the fucking north of Finland, and I feel it. I see it down real slow. I feel the cold on my feet and my toes. As much as I like to go between, it's really cold. You have to dress appropriately and have jeans, wool socks, not just cotton. Don't wear polyester shirts. Definitely get cotton, double cotton, and then a long sleeve, and then a hoodie, and then a jacket, and then if you can, bring your own blanket. We got photos on blankets. I don't know how many orders I'm missing because I'm not having my phone on. Photosonblankets.com. You can still do your blankets for the Christmas holidays and put your nephew's face or do whatever you got to do. You know, we do it here in America with apologizing to people and thinking how to get gratitude and grateful for what I do have. I have friends that are waking me up this morning already looking at booking tickets for me. It was 100 euros cheaper. It's like 400 euros versus 600 euros, maybe 200 euros cheaper. You know, he said 500 out the door, so 100 euros cheaper. But the man just gave me 500 euros and let me go to his cabin and fed me like a king with steaks. It's like, thousands of euros are being spent around me, and I'm letting it sink in more, and not just be, oh, that's the way I should be treated, or I worry about my grandiosity. I worry about, read about narcissism. I worry about my empathy. I worry about what's the other thing, entitlement, and those kind of things, and just go like, I'm blessed, to be able to have these friends. And I told them that, and I worked for it. And I said, if you got any work that needs to be done, let me know. I don't just want to borrow from friends. I want to earn it, and pay back, and do the things that need to be done, so we can move forward. And one day, hopefully, I can be the spring of wealth, and then I can share my wealth with my friends. And I told them, that's what I'm buying. I'm not buying Christmas presents. Oops. I'm not buying Christmas presents. I'm buying plane tickets. Make that a shirt. Mostly Saints plane tickets over Christmas presents. That's what your boy Saints doing. And I just want my friends near me to laugh and to create reprieve. And talked about that in Brazil, in a place that people can go when they really do need to leave their mind and their body and their soul somewhere else, and restart and rewire their brains and get a new start. That's what it's always been about. That's what Ko Chang's about for me. Being in Thailand, the bungalows, I'm calling them Shangri-La, because it's like heaven on earth. It's supposed to be this tall point in the Himalayas called Shangri-La, this perfect little Buddhist place. And that's why I wanted it to be somewhere calm for people, somewhere they can go for cheap, and live off the land, and get some fresh fruits and some fresh tropical weather on their bodies, and switch their mind up so they can go back and battle it again, because it is a battle. Looking around the Matrix, and everything's like a bland, pale, pastel color. The whole motif is the same. The blue in the clouds, or the blue on the paint, and you become blue inside, and nothing on the news but the blues. My heart goes out to everybody that's in the Middle East, or if they even can call that Israel and Palestine. It's been such a conflict for such a long time, and that people are still killing each other. It's something that you gotta grab your friends and your people and go, wow, I'm glad Finland's not under fire. It's pretty close to Russia. It's borders Russia. I'm a little too close to Russia, if you know what I mean. So I'm like looking over my shoulder, like, maybe I should watch it. But now I'm leaving to Thailand, and they got legal weed laws, and they got warm weather, and I'm gonna be wearing half naked shirts, because I love being naked. I love my naked body. I love not having to wear layers. I love my sandals. I'm gonna bring my flip flops that I got from the Havaianas from Brazil, and bringing them to Thailand. I got my, my Saint slides that no one else has in the world, all the away from South Korea, bringing them to Thailand. I saw my friends, that this whole Ko Chang crew that I'm a part of. I can't believe I'm a part of this. People that get to go to this island and be free, and it's like 50 of us, 100 of us that go there every year. Like, we're like the locals, we're the regular locals that come there. We're not just tourists, we're travelers. And my friends got to meet up in Malaga, all the way in Spain. How fucking crazy is that? So like, people are meeting up all over the world. It's a small world. Ooh, there we go. Cut out again. Petra, Jordan. Here's 100. Here's 100. My buddy said you could probably do for $50 each. Give them fees and just bounce, and then just walk into the night not hurting anything. And that's not hurt anything anymore. I don't want to hurt anymore. That's part of the shame and the blame. So you end up owning the hurt. You end up living the hurt for so long. And here's my addition to the positivity here is that pain ends. Even that I went through the worst things in my life, homelessness, South Korean prison, unwanted abortion, like the things have been ripped out of my soul, and wouldn't allow me to allow myself to be happy. It wouldn't allow me to be a positivity. And it kind of bled into some of my relationships on this journey. And it's kind of improved some other relationships on this journey. But it's my journey. It's my journey to become the guy that really does love his life, and does have a zest for doing creativity and events, and creating dreams out of my head. I just thought about it one day. I said, I just want to make shirts, and that's where I'm going back to. I'm going back to the island where this all started, where I created Saints Addiction. And I put my feet in the sand. Hopefully I'll have an internet connection, but I will put my feet in the sand and talk about this dream 10, 15 years later of wanting to be a business owner and wanting to wake up on my own time and not somebody looking over my shoulder or looking at a watch like, where are you? And I remember when my boss did that to me at Gold's Gym, and I was just like, fuck that. He fired me because I was late. And I'm not late to anything. I come to work, I work hard, I earn my keep, I fucking chop the wood at the fucking cabin, I make the designs. My friends are still ordering it. Somebody might have canceled the order, but she said she still wants the exclusive desert dweller hats. She wants the purple hoodie, the mushroom hoodie that I have. Everybody really loves that. I got to figure out a way to drive that price down. I got to figure out a way to get my websites going better. I don't know if I double down on the guys that built it already or find someone new. Just creating and being and loving and understanding and reading and feeling and living. And that's what the best I can do, because life is really short and it's not promised. If we don't get busy, oh shit, get busy living. I'm living before I die. It's that simple. Living before I die. And my friends died on this journey. I've lost friends before I went on this journey, and I'm kind of living for them. And I forget that because my pain is so personal that I just start feeling what I feel and only what I feel, instead of that they don't get to feel anymore. And then one day I won't get to feel anymore. And that's the esoteric philosophies and deep thoughts that I have with Saints Addiction is, what is my impact on this world? What do I leave? Do I leave designs? Do I leave Saints Giving? Do I leave the app? Do I help people? Do I get back into feeding the homeless? My buddy said I missed Homeless Day here in Finland. Apparently, everybody gets together and feeds the homeless in Finland. I didn't even know that they had a homeless day. But it's true, and that's what they do, and I missed it. I haven't been really feeling like giving. I've been licking my own wounds and feeling my feels and depression and regret and shame. And because of that, I didn't get to go live for a long time. And even though that they blocked my account, I guess they unblocked my account. I thought I was going to be blocked and you guys would just start seeing me live in New Zealand. But nope. Next 90 days, we're supposed to be blocked. I think I have 2.5 months still to go. But now, come next month, thanks to my friends and thanks to generosity and thanks to kind-hearted people showing me that love still exists, and that there are people that are out there trying to do good things by other people, and they're not trying to hurt people. And that's what I'm going to be on that side. I don't want to hurt anybody anymore. I never have any vengeance for my ex. I never wanted her to hurt, or someone to hurt her kids or do any of that. I never had that feeling in me. I don't have anybody that's on that list that I used to have the button that I would press the button and the whole square foot around you would just lift off. I was so entitled that I could just delete humans, and that's not how it works, We have to endure humans, and we have to endure our lives, and that's why it's called the book Endure. I'm thinking about writing a marketing book. What was the other book about? Marketing and something else. I can't remember what we wanted to write the other book about. Travel, maybe? Travel and how to travel. Anyway, there's some books coming. Life is coming. Whether you're ready for it or not, whether you're feeling it or not, whether you want to live it that way or not, that's what life does to us. It makes it real. So I was resetting the old Nintendo, and I was playing like Zelda and Link and motherfucking Mega Man and Super Mario's 1, 2, 3. I was Double Dragon, Contra, Punch Out. I mean, I was playing all the games I've been playing since I was a kid, but as soon as I didn't like it, I got to reset it. And life is so not like that. And that's why I have so much regret and shame, is there's some things I wish I could erase. And I wish I could delete or rewind, but it's not. And I'm sure there's some videos on here that I'm live and expressing myself, and I wish nobody knew about. And it does suck that my friends, when his kids are asking, what's Mark's YouTube channel? And they say Saints Addiction, and they have to say the word addiction. I switched to mostly Saints because it's easier on the palate and mind, and the halo and horns suits me well. But we'll see how far I can push these designs and these ideas and these phrases that I write down, or screenshots of something that creates something in me, or maybe a photo of graffiti. I'm inspired, and that's what I'm sticking to. I'm sticking to being inspired enough to get my frozen ass out here for a half hour and talk to the wall and the window and my phone in the cold in the middle of Finland, like, like a weirdo. But I made a commitment to this. I made a commitment to the depression, and they're going through things that you see, and if they knew that they could just go for some reprieve and go for some healing and be able to go to a place where it's calm and they could start to fire their brains and download different information and read and be able to process things. That's where I'm at right now. It's fucking amazing, and I'm really extremely grateful for it. Being able to have some quiet times in the morning, and my friends are still chilling. I got Superman on the couch snoring. My other buddies are up buzzing. They've been up all night, but your boy got regular sleep. I got regular eat, and I have regular friends that keep it regular with me, and I'm grateful for it. So if it wasn't for my friends, I get by with a little help from my friends. Just got a ticket to Thailand because of my friend. I had no way of earning it. I'm still trying to have some money in my pocket before it happens. There's a little sunshine there, but that just happened today. So I posted that on my thumbnail. I can't believe I'm going to Thailand just like that in less than today's almost the 15th, so 13th to 13th. I'm out in less than 30 days of Finland. I got to endure a little bit of their pre-winter, end of fall, winter. Like I said, I saw some snow, but now the sun's shining. It's acting like Vegas weather, all bipolar. But I got dates with my friends. We're going to have lunch or dinner at her house with all my friends from Finland before I leave this weekend. I'm bringing my buddy Bobby, and then I got my other friends Timo coming all the way down from the Laprandas and meeting up with me in Helsinki. And we're just going to bounce around the town and figure it out and just hang out, walk around. And if we get cold, go into a place and see what it's about and whatever's interesting. And he wants to see the church and all these other things and just take pictures and chill out, bro. Like, I mean, what a cool way to fucking live life. To be in the winter of Helsinki, walking around a romantic, beautiful city and taking pictures and getting to hang out with my friend and fucking go eat some lunch and do something different than just be in the house and be in the same city, but put on some warm clothes, some look good, smell good, and go into the city and be a European metropolitan human being and let that kind of light sink into my life instead of just thinking about all the shame. I got to think of the now, because that's all that I got. What has happened, and I'm embarrassed, and I'm appalled. You know what I mean? It's just I'm gutted. It happened, and what I'm making happen now is me living, and that's what my morning motivation is about. So peace and love, and as always, Chigathon from the land of. I'm gonna go inside, warm up my toes, and my soul is warmed up by the kindness of these people and their generosity and their community, and that's how I got to be able to survive this long. And I'm gonna go smoke the bong, and then yeah, I can see my fucking breath. Warm up. Peace and love. You know that side. Like, share, subscribe.